Now the call is being recorded and which comes of the output of a furnace. So whether it's a fuel gas, air, flue gas or water. So the correct answer is answer option C, that is flue gases. Okay. Now the very second question, which of this is a working fluid in liquid phase? Option A, water. Option B, steam. Option C, mercury. Option D, oxygen. So can you answer? Anyone?
Water.
Yeah, that is correct. Look, there is water which is there in the two phases in the Rankine cycle. When we feed it into the boiler, it is water. Okay, after that in boiler, then in turbine it is steam. After expansion in the steam, there is a condense in the condenser and get converted into and then from there to the boiler. So out of this following working fluids, the water is the only that is in liquid phase. Option B water. So that option is incorrect. Option B. Option C, mercury. Mercury as water. And we don't see any and in case of D, oxygen is a gas. Gas is vaporized, so irrelevant. So here only the correct answer is option number A. That is water. Now, what kind of energy output is obtained from a steam power plant? Whether option A is heat energy, option B energy, option C electricity, and option D oil. So, what kind of energy output is obtained from power plant? Yes, students, answer anyone or choose anyone. There are two methods of choosing any answer. Number one, you must know the correct answer. Number two, you must be able to eliminate the option to go for the correct one.
Electricity.
Yes,
Electricity.
anyone? Put it in the comment box below. Yeah, that is used primarily for illusion. For process power plant option find and work on which ideal you say particular yes works on which say yes works 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So we know the steam power plants work on Rankine cycle. So the steam power plant undergoes obviously cycling. So as the particular internal energy chain is steam power plant is zero, hence entire plant obeys the particular cyclic process. Are you getting? So the entire plant obeys the cyclic process. Moving to the next, the product of efficiency and heat transferred to the working fluid is the product of efficiency and heat transfer. Student, focus on these two particular variables. A. Net temperature change. B. Net work done. C. Net enthalpy change. And D. None. So you have 2 minutes to answer this question. Search on internet, search on Google or whatever the resources you are having and come with the answer. To move
Network.
ahead, we need okay network done from one of the student, then other. Yes, any other student who wants to answer? Correct answer is the net work done. We know the formula of efficiency of the steam power plant is efficiency is equal to net for net heat transfer. So here what is asked? If it's product of efficiency and net work done, so it would be the net work done. Correct. Now the component of the steam power plants are evaporator, condenser, boiler, expansion valve. Option B, evaporator, condenser, boiler, turbine. Option C, boiler, turbine, condenser, pump. And option D, boiler, turbine, pump, expansion valve. So take a 2 minutes time and answer.
option C.
Yes, option C. Okay. So others also think on it and answer. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The component of steam power plants are option A indicating evaporator, condenser, boiler and expansion valve. If you think on it, students, the evaporator exists in which of the cycle? It exists in vapor compression refrigeration cycle. So obviously this option is correct. Incorrect. Then B evaporator, condenser, again evaporator is there, so incorrect. Boiler, turbine, condenser, pump, yeah, that is the correct answer. But option D is indicating boiler, turbine, pump, and expansion valve. The expansion valve in making that particular option incorrect. Okay. Then moving to the next question. Shaft what is fed to for getting electrical output? Yes, it's a motor, or it's a generator, or it's a rotor, or it's a accelerator. Think on it. Do Google search. Take a minute and answer. Okay. What about others? Put it in the comment box. Okay, the correct answer is the flow in the steam power plant follows the sequence source to shaft and then generator. And the generator will produce the electricity. So shaft work is creating the generator for getting electrical output. Now, ideal Rankine cycle is reversible, irreversible, both or none. What is the correct answer? Students, answer in the comment box. Others take a minute, search on the net and answer. Okay, what about others? Okay, reversible. I think so many of you have insisted, so it must be ideal Rankine cycle works on reversible. So look, when that word comes ideal, you must understand the process is reversible. Why the process is irreversible? Sorry, why the process is irreversible? Because there are losses concerned with the particular processes which make it irreversible. Okay. Now moving to the next, for the analytical purpose, Rankine cycle is assumed to be in. unsteady flow operations, turbulent flow operations, steady flow operations, and laminar flow operations. So this is again a question asked another in another way regarding the ideal particular cycle. So answer it. Take a time, search somewhere and answer. Or just read the options. You will get the answer. Okay, so the correct answer is steady flow operations. Look, when we say unsteady flow operations, means there is a the parameters are changing with respect to time, and when we said steady, the parameters are remaining constant with respect to time, which allow us to evaluate the parameter easily. Otherwise, what will happen? The equation will go in invariant and it will be difficult to analyze these things there. And here the turbulent flow operation and laminar flow operation are not with respect to the thermal uh, here Rankine cycle. It is respected to the and a fluid flow. So basically, the most suitable answer over here is steady flow operation. Moving to the next, the net work done in a Rankine cycle is a difference of option A condenser work and boiler work, option B boiler work and pump work, option C turbine work and pump work, and option D condenser work and pump work. So think on it and tell me it is a difference of which two. Hope the screen is visible to you. Okay, so the correct answer is the turbine work and pump work. So we know the net work done in a Rankine cycle is given by W net is equal to, yes, turbine work to the pump work. Here pump work is negligible in most of the cases. So in a Rankine cycle, heat input is provided to which of the following unit? Condenser, pump, turbine, boiler. Where we provide input means where we supply the, yes, fuel like coal or diesel. So where we, to which unit we supply basically these things. It must be quick, very good, boiler. So we know the heating of a liquid working fluid occurs in boiler. So heat input is provided to the boiler for the same. Moving to the next question, in a Rankine cycle, heat output is obtained from number one, condenser, B, boiler, C, turbine, D, pump. Heat output. There are two processes in the Rankine cycle. One is heat input and another is heat output. So which is the device where the heat output is there? So the heat output is obtained from, yes, it must be the heat, water comes out of the condenser, it loses heat and gets condensed. So the heat output is obtained from condenser. I think there is no explanation needed. So the water flows from the pump is compressible, incompressible, then unsteady and none. So the water that flows from the pump is, it must be, yes, it must be, yes, incompressible, so as to extract warmth. So the correct option is option B over here, incompressible. The steam rate is a reciprocal of net work done, heat extracted from condenser, heat given to the reciprocal. So we know that steam rate is nothing but the reciprocal of net work done. Now the last question which I want you from comment box, which of this is sometimes neglected? Turbine work, pump work, condensate heat,